All right, guys, what is up? We got a new car. No, just kidding. I'm driving my buddy's car here just so he can film. Anyways, though, we are on our way to Independence Gym for a chest and shoulder workout. One thing I kind of wanted to talk about, one of the main things I kind of brought up in my I'm Back video, is just the freaking awesome gyms that I'm so like blessed to have down here. And that was one big reason why I wanted to move down here, just because I wanted more motivating gym atmospheres to train at. And so Independence Gym is your typical kind of like more of like a bodybuilding catered type gym. There's no amenities, there's no basketball courts, no swimming pools. It's just a gym, and the atmosphere in there is just awesome. It's just a bunch of like, you can tell it's definitely more catered to like fitness type people, and so pretty much everybody in there is just people that are freaking like working out hard, people that are really into like bodybuilding, powerlifting, just fitness in general. It's not like your typical LA Fitness, that type of crowd where it's like kind of, it's just, yeah, it's a total just better atmosphere. And so we're heading there today, and I'm going to kind of go give you guys kind of a little, try to do a little tour of the gym, show you guys a bunch of the unique machines that they have in there. You'll see stuff in there that you've never seen in a lot of other gyms. They'll have like a hip thrust machine, they have a shark pit machine for legs, like a vertical leg press, just a bunch of unique machines that like all bodybuilders would really love. And then like I said, guys, other than that, kind of an update on me. Again, like I'm full-blown off season now. I'm sitting around 215 pounds, which is actually lighter for me in the off season. Usually in my past off seasons, I was getting up into like the mid 220s. And I just kind of felt like this off season, I kind of wanted to stay leaner. So when I start my next contest prep, it's almost like I kind of have a jump start on things, and I won't have to lose as much to get in shape. So again, it's kind of sitting around 215 pounds right now. One thing I will admit too is I've kind of been more like intuitive kind of eating. A lot of times I'm just kind of ballparking. I'm still weighing my food, so I can kind of sit there and say, okay, you know, in this meal, I want to hit like this much protein, this many carbs, this much fat, but I haven't been like going into MyFitnessPal every day and tracking things. That's kind of, I feel like one thing, if you've been doing this for a long time, you can get away with that, but sometimes I still feel like, if you want to know for sure, then you should definitely go in and like track things if you're still not really sure of like what the macros that you're hitting, especially for like beginners and things like that. You should definitely be going in and tracking it in the app. But I mean, other than that, you guys, one thing I'm just excited about was just to show you. It's just crazy, like if you guys saw me back in Spokane where I was living before, I literally went to like one gym every day. There's a lot of times now we're literally going to like 3 to 4 different gyms in a week. Like I'm that just kind of blessed to literally be able to like kind of choose different gyms for almost like the equipment that they have for that particular workout. So that's what's freaking awesome. Is just I feel like I've came down here and I put myself in such a better and more motivating atmosphere for me to not only be happier as a person, but for me to be like a better bodybuilder and to be more motivated and just be more inspired every day. So again, you guys, we're heading to Independence Gym. We'll kind of show you guys a little clip of the gym. We'll try to get some chest and shoulder footage from today's workout. All right, guys, so all of my chest days, if you've followed me for a while, you know I love starting with a chest activation exercise, whether it's a pec deck, a fly, any type of motion like that. So we're doing a free motion, just a cable fly, getting some blood flow through the chest before we get into our pressing movements. I'll show you a clip right now. My next movement, and this is our very first pressing movement, one of my favorites is an incline Smith machine press. A lot of people give the Smith machine a rap, but again, when it comes to more isolating the muscle, think guys, we're doing bodybuilding. When it comes to just pure isolation of the chest, I love the Smith machine. One big key tip on this is doing a very low incline. As you can see, this is literally like on the first notch for this bench, so it's maybe like a 20-degree angle at most. When you start getting too steep of an incline, that's when you start putting the load on your front delts. This is just that slight incline that really helps you focus on those upper pecs. This last set, I'm gonna kind of do a rest pause, where I'm gonna go down, fully stop my momentum, and then power up. So we'll show this set next. Next movement is a flat machine press. This is another one of my like staples in my chest routine. Again, why? Just because it's so easy to isolate the chest. So again, we're gonna show you kind of a little tips that I do as far as making sure that you're rolling your shoulders back, retracting your scapula, sticking your chest out, and making sure that you're pressing with your chest. Where a lot of guys, rounded shoulders, that forward lean, and when they press, it's all front delts. So that's where your setup before you press is just so vital to chest development. Next movement, you guys, this is a decline hammer strength. Another one of my bread and butter chest movements you guys have probably seen in the past if you've watched me for a while. Again though, the key crucial thing on here is how you're gonna set your body position on this machine, because a lot of people really just kind of sit here and they make this more of like a front shoulder kind of like press. I'm gonna show you guys how I set up. This is a tip that I got from Charles Glass, how to really like make the most out of this machine for developing your chest. All right guys, now chest is done, we're moving on to shoulders. So we're starting with this old school shoulder press machine. Again, this the one thing I love about this gym, has a lot of old school bodybuilding pieces that most of us don't see in gyms really anymore. This gym still has it. So this is one of the machines that I really like for shoulders. Show you guys here. Next movement, working on that shoulder width. So again, a lateral raise movement, doing a dumbbell lateral raise. One thing I kind of tweaked a little bit is my form on these. I really like having my palms completely back and just going, I kind of like, think of like an arm swing completely out to the side, pinkies up at the top. Kind of show you guys what I'm talking about here through a set. Next up, you guys, we got rear delts. What we're gonna do here is just kind of a rear pec deck. What I like doing is I kind of like standing and leaning into the machine. That's preference, but again, some people like going palms in. I personally like going palms down and going out to the sides. Kind of show you guys what I mean utilizing this machine. For shoulders, we're going to do a dumbbell upright row. One of my favorite movements for just, again, more delt width. So we're going to kind of show you guys how I do this. I like driving my elbows out, similar to a lateral raise, like this. We're finishing this chest portion of the workout with this free motion machine again that we started with for kind of an activation exercise. I really love turning this movement into a press and really focusing on my upper chest. I'm going to show you guys what I mean. If you have this, try this. One thing I've been loving post-workout is I love me some steak and potatoes. So I've been doing a lot of top round steak, which is a leaner cut steak. You're looking at about per 4 ounces cooked. It's about 8 fat, 0 carb, 41 grams of protein. So I cooked up some top round steak. I just saute it in the pan. And then I just microwave a couple baked potatoes. I did 600 grams here. And I just take a fork and I just kind of mash them down. And I love, for getting another really good fat source, I love this Kerrygold Irish butter. I add a serving in there and kind of mix that into the potatoes with some sea salt. Really spices up your potatoes. So I'll put the steak over the potatoes, and then I'll also just make like a side salad with some cucumbers and some carrots just to get some more micronutrients in.